When you hear the words image-based biometrics, you probably think of science fiction or something from the future world. But image-based biometrics, simply put, is images of parts of people. In the wake of 9/11 and other terror attacks, federal agencies are increasingly interested in this type of technology. So much so that two researchers at Notre Dame are getting money from the FBI for their work studying identical twins. You may remember this scene from Steven Spielberg's 2002 movie Minority Report.
We got an ID. It's not him.
Suspect Tom Cruise is subjected to a forced iris exam by police robots to confirm his identity. It's a technology that many commercial companies say is already available.
There are companies and research groups that say they could have distinguished between the 9/11, they could have identified the 9/11 hijackers.
The problem, Notre Dame researchers Dr. Kevin Bowyer and Patrick Flynn say, is those claims are not backed up with large amounts of data. They've been working 9 years to change that, both in their own lab, where in 2 short seconds, this 3D scanner catches Dr. Boyer's face.
So every pixel on this image is a face point.
Taking their research the last 2 years to Twinsburg, Ohio.
Twinsburg is an unusual environment in that it's not really a laboratory environment. It's like a county fair.
A fair where all kinds of identical twins show up dressed alike, giving researchers a unique opportunity.
For 2 days, we're open for image acquisition, and whoever comes can ask us questions, talk to us about what we're doing, and then participate or not in the image acquisition.
If you have two very similar appearing people, how can you distinguish them using advanced biometrics techniques?
They set up cameras and end up with images like these.
The unique angle on twins is the high resolution imaging. So we use modern cameras with a very large number of pixels to capture the face at a very fine level of detail.
Using grants they received from the FBI, Notre Dame now has the largest collection of 3D scans involving twins in the world.
Well, the FBI would like to understand how biometric systems work and how deliberate attempts at deception might be countered by well-performing biometric systems.
Keeping terrorists at bay is only part of why biometrics is important. They say India is already using it to help people who truly need government services.
The government would like to be able to deliver services to citizens without fraud. The implication is that there was a bunch of duplication, people receiving benefits multiple times under multiple identities.
And for the everyday person, it may also help reduce identity fraud.
Over the internet today, you would like some way of identifying uniquely who it is that you're conducting a transaction with.
Bringing their field-collected data back to campus to see whether volunteers could determine whether the images came from a pair of twins or unrelated people. And in 80% of the cases,
from face recognition, we've already done some studies that show that people looking at images of a pair of twins can distinguish between the two twins. With iris biometrics technology, one person's left doesn't look any more like their right than unrelated people's.
Hoping their eyes have it research will help rule out random guessing.
Our role in sponsored research in biometrics is to serve as part of a team that is an honest broker when it comes to evaluating biometric systems.
And if the eyes are the window of the soul, their research may give us a more accurate view than Hollywood portrays. Both Doctors Bowyer and Flynn believe their research may eventually be used for purposes beyond those currently envisioned by the biometrics research community. And if you'd like to learn more about their research, we have a link at the bottom of the story at WNDU.com.